We went to Central High School, and most of those guys were on the football team. And we all played together. And like I say, I never knew anything about discrimination until I got in the service. Because I stayed in the bush, because all my friends were there. Every time that we would win a football game, we went to Mr. Romano's house for spaghetti and meatballs. And I love spaghetti and meatballs right today. Now, when we went to Central High School, everybody there got along with everybody. We went out to Brittingham Park, and that's where we played at. And we played football. And so what we would do, the coach would come down and had everybody run around Brittingham Bay from the south side all the way, stay in condition. And we'd go over to his car, and he'd have a set of plays, and that's what he wanted you to run. Now, everybody that was on the football team, they live within the radius of 5 blocks of Brittingham Park. So that everybody came down. When football season started, we were ready to play football right away. The first year we went there, we were undefeated, untied, and unscored on. We had an Italian fellow by the name of Paul Romano, was the left halfback. He weighed 195 pounds, and he could run over you. Okay? And all he would do, he would set you up. Now, I played guard. I only weighed 165 pounds. And they would run a 27T, and I would run out to block, and he would put his hand right on my hip. And he would set the guy up. He would fake, and when he would fake, I'd go down and block him, and he'd run for 95 yards for a touchdown. He'd come out of high school at Central High School, played pro football with the Chicago Bears. That's how good he was. See? So then the next year, our senior year, we were still undefeated, untied, and unscored on. We hated West High School. There was one black kid that went to West High School, his name was Buddy Brown, because he lived out in the south side, and that's where he wanted to go because he couldn't compete with the guys at Central High School. So his dad let him go to West High School. Now this kid was a 440-yard champion, running 440 yards, and a 220. If you give him a step, he's going to outrun you. So then what we do, they played lacrosse the first year. They kicked off to him. He ran 95 yards for a touchdown. The second time he touched the ball, he went 55 yards for a touchdown. So when he got ready to play Central High School, we knew how he was. So they'd kick to him, and the ball would be up in the air, and as he would be watching the ball, and we'd be saying, we got you, buddy, we got you. And he would look down at us, the ball hit him on top of the head, and he could not do nothing. Paul Jones pulled him out of the game, and so we were out in front of them 27-0. They hadn't scored a touchdown on us. So the coach pulled us out before the half and sent the first team into the dressing room. Now this goes to show you how small a team that we had. We had a young kid by the name of Donald Harris. He was the left halfback, the substitute for Paul Romano. He weighed 110 pounds. Could run like you could believe it, but any time that they would tackle him, he would go one way and the ball would go the other way. See, so then we had to get the ball back and then go for a touchdown like they said. But the coach would put him in, and he'd always change the ball every time that he would run. And when he'd be changing the ball, somebody would hit him and he'd block him off like this. So then that's how good we were in the south side. Everybody got along. There was no discrimination. Everybody got along. If somebody seen you doing something wrong, Mrs. Pelletier, Mrs. Crucia, they would beat your butt, take you home, and tell your parents what you've done, and you'd get another one. See? Now that's how they were then. Now they wasn't none of this stuff. If you hit my kid, I'll have you arrested. You hit my kid, he's done something wrong, I'm going to take care of him when you get him home again. See? And so we never had that problem. Even in school, never had that problem. Now, I say this. There was a fellow by the name of John Mania that lived over there on the corner of Murray. And every Saturday, his father owned a tavern on the east side. He'd drive by with his car, pick me up, and we'd go out and go to the tavern and clean it up. And we'd come back home like the same way we went to school. The thing that really hurt me was I was stationed down in Macon, Georgia. That was the time when Otis Redding was the big thing there. And so every time we see a lieutenant, you'd salute. And there come these three guys come walking down there, and they would throw up a hand like this here, and the guy started laughing like you wouldn't believe. Now, what the hell's he laughing about? And he come up closer to me, and it was John Nania. He was going to private school. He was going to pilot school. He was going to be a pilot. And he was stationed down in Macon, Georgia. So and as we were walking, we standing there talking, MPs come up, and he said, what are you guys doing? He said, well, we went to school together. He said, I don't care. You go that way, and you go that way. They separated us. There was no such thing as getting along with anybody in those days. The thing that really hurt me bad, I come home on furlough. I come to the Milwaukee depot, and as I got off the train, Mrs. Nania, Mr. Nania was there, Dr. Nania was the dentist, and the sister was there. And he was all crying, and I said, what's wrong? He said, John got killed in the service. He said he had on his first training flight, he crashed and died. I said, are you kidding? He said, yeah, that's his body right there. Now that was the last time that I seen John alive. When we was in service, and next time I seen him, there he was dead. See? We never had any problem.